This is domination, the Bugatti Chiron Super Sport. At speeds beyond 300 miles per hour, the air itself becomes your greatest enemy. It can lift you, shake you, or destroy you. But Bugatti found a way to tame it. This is the story of how the Chiron Super Sport turned aerodynamics into an art form and quietly changed the future of hypercar engineering. For decades, car manufacturers have battled one invisible force: drag. At 200 miles per hour, air acts like a wall. At 300, it becomes a storm of resistance threatening to tear a car apart. Most automakers stop there, but Bugatti, they wanted to go further. Their goal wasn't just speed, it was stability, control, and elegance at the edge of chaos. At first glance, the Chiron Super Sport looks like a familiar shape. Low, wide, and possibly sleek. But look closer and you'll see something remarkable. Every line, every curve, every millimeter of this machine serves a purpose. The front splitter pushes air outward, reducing turbulence around the wheels. The long tail, stretched 25 centimeters beyond the standard Chiron, helps the air detach smoothly, cutting drag dramatically. Even the headlights double as aerodynamic channels, feeding cool air to the brakes while smoothing the flow across the body. This isn't designed for beauty's sake, it's designed for balance. What most people don't see are the subtle innovations buried beneath the carbon fiber skin. The Chiron Super Sport features active aerodynamics, a system that constantly adjusts the rear wing and flaps depending on speed, load, and airflow. At low speeds, the wing rises high to generate downforce, but as the speed climbs past 200 miles per hour, it lowers and flattens, transforming the car into a bullet slicing through the air. And then there's the rear diffuser, an engineering masterpiece that controls the car's wake, stabilizing it even as it cuts through the atmosphere at unimaginable velocity. Every vent, every duct, every invisible pathway was tested and perfected in one of the world's most advanced wind tunnels. The result, a drag coefficient of just 0.33, unheard of for a car with this much power and width. But aerodynamics alone aren't enough. To push through the air that fast, you need precision and raw power working together. Under the hood lies Bugatti's legendary 8.0-liter quad-turbo W16 engine, producing an astonishing 1,577 horsepower. Yet even this power would be useless without the aerodynamic harmony that keeps the car planted and controllable. At 300 miles per hour, a tiny lift in pressure can send a car airborne. Bugatti's engineers knew that, so they tuned every surface, from the mirrors to the underbody, to keep the car pressed firmly to the ground. The result was the ultimate symbiosis. Power meets air, chaos meets control. In 2019, the Chiron Super Sport 300 Plus did the impossible. On the Relentless test track in Germany, driver Andy Wallace hit 304 miles per hour, making Bugatti the first manufacturer in history to officially break the 300-mile-per-hour barrier. It wasn't just brute force that achieved it. It was precision, the invisible shaping of air that made the impossible possible. At that speed, even the smallest aerodynamic miscalculation could mean disaster. But the Chiron Super Sport remained composed, stable, and eerily smooth. Bugatti had not only built the world's fastest production car, they had built a new philosophy of motion. Today, the lessons learned from the Chiron Super Sport ripple through the entire automotive world. Electric hypercars, hybrid track machines, even luxury grand tours, all borrow from Bugatti's aerodynamic mastery. But the Chiron Super Sport remains unique. It's not just a car,